Dylan Stewart is one of the most hyped-up edge rushers in all of college football right now. Coming out of Washington, D.C., he committed to South Carolina over teams like Ohio State, Alabama, and Georgia. He has a big comparison in hype to JADEVEON CLOWNEY. With that, let's get into year number 1 of this college football and Madden 26 career simulation. In year number 1 here, Dylan Stewart is obviously the best player on his team. I mean, he's the 3rd best player in the league. He is a sophomore. Last year, I think he had 23 sacks, or not 23 sacks, 23 tackles, and like 3 to 5 sacks, I'm pretty sure. But he has star development here, 6'5", 245, coming out of Washington, D.C. As we saw, he has 88 power moves, 96 finesse moves, probably his best way of game, but really good power, though, really good hitting and tackling, whatever it is. Really good acceleration and speed. Run stopping kind of needs to get worked on in IQ, too. But, I mean, it's still really good. But, yeah, it's platinum tier quick jump and duress. I don't know what that is, but he has nothing on takedown or recruit, and he has silver tier pocket disruptor. So with that, let's get to year number 1 of the sim, where South Carolina will go 9-3 this season, winning against losing to Virginia Tech, Alabama, and Texas A&M this season. 9-3 on the season. I mean, they're an 84. That's really good. You beat your rivals in the Palmetto Bowl, 41-14 over Clemson. And as for stats for Dylan Stewart here, 12 games played, 29 total tackles, 6 assisted tackles, and 35 total tackles, 17 TFLs, 9.5 sacks. Nothing much on all these other stuff, no interceptions or anything like that. He did have a touchdown, though, defensively, which, I mean, he did have a forced fumble, so it's probably from that. But nothing else after that. And this year, South Carolina would end up winning the Reliquis Bowl, making the Reliquis Bowl. We're an 84, I'm pretty sure, and they're an 81. So I think we can win this one. As let's get into it now. As I think we can win this one. I mean, we have a 3 overall advantage. I mean, it's not the biggest, but after the first quarter, it's going to be 7-7, now 10-10. Can we get a lead going into halftime? We can. We're up 17-0. UCLA then ties it up at 7-7. Also, these are 10-minute quarters, which, I mean, you've probably already seen by already. But 38-24 the score now. It looks like we're going to win 41-24 the score. And we end up winning the Reliquis Bowl over UCLA, going 10-3 this season. But anyway, as for his stats, because I didn't see Dylan Stewart's full season stats, but 4 solo tackles, 1 assisted tackles, 5 total tackles, no sacks or fumbles or TFLs or any of that, though. But Miami ended up winning the national championship this year over Michigan, 49-35. And no awards for Dylan Stewart. I already checked. Did he win a first-team All-American, though? He did not get a first-team All-American. Maybe a second-team? He did not. But now we have to look in the SEC if he won any All-Americans. Did he make SEC first-team? He did not. Did he make second-team? He also did not. Okay, and he obviously can't make freshman. I mean, he probably made it last year. I don't know if he did or didn't, but yeah, anyway, if you want to see the Heisman winner here, it went to Ohio State's Jeremiah Smith, which I've simulated his career already. If you want to go check that out, go check that out. I made it about maybe 2 weeks ago. But anyway, physicals this year, platinum tier, quick jump, duress, and pocket disruptor. And now he has bronze tier takedown and just nothing on recoup still. This year for year number 2 here, South Carolina ended up going 7-5, losing to Miami, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, Clemson, all those guys. I mean, we went down 3 overalls to an 81. We still have an 86 defense, probably because of Dylan Stewart. But anyway, this year we're going to make the Las Vegas Bowl against Minnesota. We're an 81, and they're a 79. This time it's a 2 overall advantage. I mean, I still think we can win it. But anyway, let's get into this game against Minnesota. It's the Las Vegas Bowl. Not really a big scoring game here. They take a 3-0 lead at the first quarter, the end of the first quarter. But we end up going 7-6, 6-7, 14-6. Here we go. After the half, it's going to be 14-6, 14-9. They could come back still 17-9. I thought they couldn't, but they can still. Now they can't, though, as they're down 24-9, and we're going to end up winning, which, I mean, they could still come back. It's just, it was kind of impossible, but 24-9 the score. And anyway, on the season for Dylan Stewart, 13 games played, 45 solo tackles, 8 assisted tackles, 53 total tackles, 20 TFLs. Yeah, he definitely led the league in that, or not the league, sorry, the team, but 6.0 sacks. I don't know why I added that in, but 2 deflections. He got 1 blocked kick as well, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, Florida's going to end up winning the national championship over Notre Dame, 34-26. Obviously, they have DJ Lagway and all those really good guys. I think that's actually realistic. They might win the national championship in 2027. That'd be really cool. But London Humphreys, that Georgia wide receiver, is going to end up winning the Heisman Trophy. But anyway, as for All-Americans, he does not make national first team or national second team. But does he make... I'm so used to going to ACC. But anyway, does he make national second team? He does make national second team, which I thought this was national first team. But no, it is national second team, not first team. Anyway, Dylan Stewart ends up leaving for the draft, but he doesn't end up leaving for the draft, actually. We still have a persuasion chance. But yeah, no, he's going to end up leaving for the draft. As here is his career stats, not counting his freshman year, 26 games played. Sorry for the mic cut, but he played 26 games, 78 solo tackles, 15 assisted tackles, 93 total tackles, 37 TFLs, 15.5 sacks, which, I mean, that's still really good. He had 1 defensive touchdown, 2 pass deflections, actually, but 1 fumble, recovered 2 of them, 1 block kick, 2 as well. But anyway, let's now import Dylan Stewart into Madden. As he is an 80 overall this year, he's going to be ranked number 6 in the draft class rankings. I just put him at number 6 because I don't know why, I just felt like it, honestly. I didn't want it to be too unrealistic and put him at 2, which, I mean, he wouldn't be 1 because of that one other guy, that offensive tackle, whatever. Also, the things are a little off, the gear and whatnot, because you can only put one thing on one arm at a time for some reason. I don't know why that is, but I could do it on the left arm for some reason, which I guess would be the right arm, actually, because of the perspective of it. But I'll let you take a look at the ratings, gear, everything. But yeah, also the head, it might have gotten wrong. I mean, it might be a little realistic. I mean, those little sideburns he has, he doesn't have those. He doesn't have the biggest facial hair or whatever compared to his thing. But yeah, as you can see here, yeah, no, you can't put 2 things on one hand for some reason. I don't know, I find that a bit weird. But yeah, anyway, I'll let you be and show you his gear and whatnot. Sorry for that last long clip, but we are here at the 2027 NFL Draft. I think Dylan Stewart is still projected around 6, which actually we can just check that right now. But anyway, also my team has the first overall pick, but I just randomly select teams to do. But he is ranked number 9 now. He went down 3 spots, surprising. But will the Bears take him? Oh my gosh, I forgot to turn off the full draft presentation. But it was an offensive tackle taken first overall, Johnston, whoever that is. But will the Chargers take him? They do not. Maybe the Cowboys? I mean, I don't know if they need one. Probably not. I mean, they probably still have Micah Parsons in the sim, but do the Panthers need him? I think they might need him. They do not take him, though. They end up taking a quarterback, which I thought Bryce Young would still be active and whatnot, but I guess not. But the Miami Dolphins don't take him. Will the New Orleans Saints take him? Okay, they don't. But the Denver Broncos, that'd be a fun team to take. That'd be a really good. And he does end up going to the Denver Broncos. I didn't even get to finish my sentence, which, I mean, it doesn't really matter. But don't they have a good edge rusher already? I'm pretty sure they do, right? Yeah, Nick Bonito here. I thought, yeah. And they have Jonathan Cooper here as well. So, a little scared of that, but I think it'll be fine here as Dylan Stewart has an 80 overall at age 20. Hidden development, obviously, sorry for the cut again, but I made him hidden development as obviously I blurred it out last time. But Nick Bonito is an 88 overall with Star. He has 1 year left on his rookie deal, though. Not rookie deal. His contract, whatever it is. He is definitely not a rookie, but Jonathan Cooper's an 83 at 29. They also drafted an edge rusher that's also a rookie, Jeremy Locker there. But yeah, here's a look at Dylan Stewart in a Denver Broncos jersey. I almost said a JADEVEON CLOWNEY jersey for some reason, but he's going to be wearing the number 96, which 6 was already taken. But anyway, here, the Denver Broncos are going to go 9-8 this season, 7th seed in the AFC. They're going to be playing the Jacksonville Jaguars, the number 2 seed, in the AFC wildcard round as the number 7 seed. But anyway, yeah, Dylan Stewart's going to be way down here as this year is going to have 17 solo tackles, 6 assisted tackles, and 23 total tackles, 3 TFLs, 4.5 sacks. I don't think it was nothing much after that, which, I mean, he got 1 block kick too, as he only played 11 games this year as well. And surprisingly this year, the Broncos will make it all the way to the AFC Championship, where we would end up losing to the Houston Texans 24-17. But it's going to be the Houston Texans and the LA Rams in the Super Bowl. As in the Super Bowl, the Houston Texans are going to be taking down the Los Angeles Rams 38-35. I botched Los Angeles. I botched that, saying that so hard. But anyway, the last few Super Bowls, it's going to be the Baltimore Ravens 24-21 last year. And the year before that, 34-28. The Baltimore Ravens take down the Philadelphia Eagles. Once again, I almost said the Denver Broncos. I'm going to stutter a lot here. I'm recording at like 6 a.m. right now. But 85 overall for Dylan Stewart at the age of 21. He's now a star dev, which, I mean, I made him star dev. So I mean, no spoilers now, obviously, which it's already... You know what I mean. 9th ranked edge rusher this year, or right edge rusher, that is. But anyway, this year, the Denver Broncos will go 6-11. Surprisingly, that gets you 16th in the AFC. But anyway, as for Dylan Stewart, he's right below Nick Bonito here, as he got 32 solo tackles, 19 assisted tackles, 51 total tackles, 11 TFLs, and 13 sacks this year. And this year in the Super Bowl, it's going to be the New York Giants taking down the Philadelphia Steelers 17-13. The Pittsburgh Steelers, not the Philadelphia Steelers. No hardware for Dylan Stewart, as he is now an 86 overall in year number, I guess technically it's 3, even though it says it's only been in the league for 2 years. Or would it be? I don't think it would be. I think it would be year number 3, but anyway, that doesn't matter. Dylan Stewart is an 86 overall at the age of 22, and this season the Denver Broncos will go 6-11 this year, only 14th in the AFC this time instead of last. But anyway, as for Dylan Stewart here, he is still a backup, unfortunately, but he would gather 38 solo tackles. He actually surpasses Nick Bonito with 11 assisted tackles, as well with 49 total tackles, 10 TFLs, and 9 sacks this season. He also got 1 pass deflection and 1 safety, actually, and he only played 15 games this year. This year, it's going to be the Raiders taking down the Packers in the Super Bowl 20-12, and no hardware this year for Dylan Stewart either. As next year in year number, I guess, I don't know, it doesn't matter. He is now a 92, and Nick Bonito is gone. And now, Dylan Stewart is now up to star dev, as Dylan Stewart actually re-signed with the Broncos on a 2-year deal worth $13.2 million. Or not 13.2 million, 8.6 million the first year. But 4-13 this year for the Denver Broncos. They finished last in the AFC for the 2nd year in a row. I'm surprised he's only star dev at a 92 overall, by the way. That's kind of surprising. But 27 solo tackles, 13 assisted tackles, 40 tackles, 6 TFLs, and 12 sacks this year from Dylan Stewart. And he only played 13 in games, I think it was. No, it was 11 games once again. But in the Super Bowl this year, it's going to be the New York Giants taking down the Cincinnati Bengals 27-17, as I thought I didn't show the last few things, but I did. And Abdul Carter actually won a Super Bowl MVP, which, I mean, that's not important, but it's pretty cool. But 24 years old now for Dylan Stewart, 97 now at his superstar development. And this year, the Broncos will grab the 5 seed, going 10-7 this year, and we are going to be playing the Jacksonville Jaguars in the first round. We know how that went last year. We went to the AFC Championship that year. But anyway, as for Dylan Stewart this year, he would end up gathering, he's actually low here, 31 solo tackles, 6 assisted tackles, 37 tackles, 4 TFLs, and 17 sacks. I mean, 17 sacks is really good, but I mean, for someone that's 97, I mean, never mind, he only played 11 games, so that's actually really good, now that I think of it. But 29-17 would be your Super Bowl score. It's the Chargers over the Saints, and this year, Dylan Stewart is now a 99 overall, still with superstar dev somehow, but he would sign a new contract with the Denver Broncos on a 5-year deal with $44.9 million the first year. And on his new contract here, the Denver Broncos will go 8-9 this season, 10th in the AFC. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, what is he doing on the Broncos? Okay, anyway, Dylan Stewart, sorry for the distraction there. 54 solo tackles, and 16 assisted tackles, 70 total tackles, 11 TFLs, 18.5 sacks, 1 interception this year, so that's really good. And that was on 17 games played. He finally played a full season. But Patrick Mahomes got me surprised. He left the Chiefs for his divisional rival, the Broncos. But anyway here, Micah Parsons won Defensive Player of the Year, which he's on the Packers now. I did get it right. He is still on the Cowboys this year, but the Jets would end up winning the Super Bowl over the Rams 28-14 this year. And in year number 7 this year, not 6, I don't know, it doesn't matter. No, we're going to say 6 because he's 26 and he started at 20. He's now Superstar X Factor at a 99 overall. Here's just a quick look at all of his abilities and whatnot. But yeah, that is all his stuff. I was going to announce it, but it was a bit too late. But he's now the number 1 ranked right edge rusher, not edge rusher in the nation. He's probably is the number 1 edge rusher, actually, but whatever. Also, we got his number 6 back. I didn't even realize that, but Denver Broncos go 8-9 this season, 2 seeds away from missing out on the playoffs, which, I mean, you'd be Jackson Dart. What is going on? They have a rookie quarterback from Maryland, which, I mean, Dylan Stewart's from Maryland. The quarterback probably won't do anything. It doesn't matter. But 49 solo tackles, 10 assisted tackles, 59 total tackles, 14 TFLs, 17.5 sacks. Nothing else, but he played a full season this year once again. And this year in the Super Bowl, it's going to be the Dallas Cowboys taking down the Philadelphia Steelers 21-13. Why do I keep on saying that? It's the Pittsburgh Steelers, not the Philadelphia Steelers. 27 years old now for Dylan Stewart at a 99 overall still. Also, I'm going to stop showing overall things until some progression or regression happens. But anyway, year number 7 here for JADEVEON Clowney. Oh my gosh, I'm all over the place. But 11-6 this year for the Broncos. They have the 6th seed. I think they were playing the Patriots in the first round, I think it was. But anyway, as for Dylan Stewart here, 40 total tackles, 15 assisted tackles, 55 total tackles, 9 TFLs, and 16 sacks this season on 14 games played. And anyway, we are going to be making it to the Super Bowl. We are going to be playing the New York Giants, the 7th seed. Oh my gosh, I always say that. I always point it out because the little Mason kids point it out. Okay, shut up. I don't think it's funny, okay? Don't mistake me for a Mason kid, all right? All right. Anyway, here, sorry for that. 10-minute quarters once again, just like we did in college football, but 7-0. We go up in the first quarter. Okay, no, it's going to be tied at 7 at halftime. Kind of a low-scoring game. I mean, not even kind of a low-scoring game, an insanely low-scoring game. Fourth quarter now. The Giants are looking to score, and they do. We barely lose the Super Bowl to the New York Giants, 14-7. Oh my gosh, that sucks. But yeah, this is probably the worst Super Bowl in like years, probably. But 14-7 the score. I mean, yeah, obviously we just got past it, but 7th Super Bowl this year. Also, the Falcons edge rusher Jalen Walker will end up winning Defensive Player of the Year. Not that it matters. This is a Dylan Stewart career simulation. But anyway, next year, 7th seed in the AFC, 10-7 this season for the Denver Broncos. Are going to be playing the number 2 seeded Tennessee Titans in the first round. I guess I was wrong about that. The rookie quarterback's not going to amount to anything because that was an insane season. But 54 solo tackles from Dylan Stewart, 15 assisted tackles, 69 tackles, 14 TFLs, and 24 sacks. 24 sacks. Oh my gosh. Four deflections, not 14 deflections, 4 deflections. But nothing after that. But he only played a full season this year. Not only played a full season, he played a full season this year. But anyway, I think he can actually win defensive player. Oh my gosh, Abdul Carter. Never mind. Anyway, the Broncos will make it all the way to the divisional round where we end up losing to the Las Vegas Raiders 20-17, which I mean, yeah, they're the first seed. And they're in the Super Bowl now against the Green Bay Packers, where the Packers would end up taking that one. I think they got revenge of like 10 million seasons later, but it doesn't matter. 32-31, the Packers win it. And yeah, Abdul Carter did end up winning Defensive Player of the Year. 32 sacks is insane. But anyway, next year for the Denver Broncos, 12-5 on the season. First seed in the AFC. Finally, we're playing like we're meant to play. We're not going those crappy 10-7 seasons. No 4-2 season, 4-12 seasons. But it doesn't matter. Dylan Stewart, 60 solo tackles, 21 assisted tackles, 81 total tackles, 14 TFLs, 24 TFLs, or 24 sacks. Once again for the second year in a row. 1 deflection too. 2 forced fumbles. I was just about to say, like, he hasn't gotten a lot of forced fumbles this year, but he finally got one. He also got a safety, and he did end up playing a full season, but we got bounced 27-6 by the 7th seed Jets, who are now in the Super Bowl. How did that happen? And this year in the Super Bowl, it's going to be the New York Jets taking down the San Francisco 49ers as a 7th seed, 36-14. And Dylan Stewart would win Defensive Player of the Year this year, finally. And he would end up signing another contract with the Denver Broncos, which actually thought he would leave, but he signed a 4-year deal with the Broncos on a $46.2 million in the first year of his contract. But anyway, 12-5 this year for the Broncos again. This time they're going to be the 7th seed against the 7th seed Jets, which, I mean, we all know what happened last time, and they made it to the Super Bowl, so maybe we can make it to the Super Bowl, actually. But 64 solo tackles, 11 assisted tackles, 75 total tackles, 16 TFLs, 29.5 sacks. That is crazy. 1 pass deflection as well, and he played a full season this year. And I was right. We did end up making the Super Bowl. We're going to play the powerhouse, 90 overall, 14-3 Eagles. I am very scared for this game, but hopefully we can win. We just have to pray. But anyway, let's get into this game. We have a 3 overall disadvantage. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared. But we're actually going to be, it's already a higher scoring game than the last Super Bowl we were in. But 10-10 here. Well, I guess now it is. But 17-10 at halftime, 24-13. We're surprisingly winning this one. Still 24-13 here. We're going to win it. I mean, I'm hyped, but I wasn't expecting that. 24-13. We take down the 90 overall Eagles as an 87 overall Broncos team. That is very surprising. I mean, it's not really surprising. There's Abdul Carter. There's Dylan Stewart. You could see him there. But yeah, we end up winning our first Super Bowl with Dylan Stewart. Let's go.
Super Bowl champions in both this game and champs in other sports, right?
Yeah,
and you hear the same message. This is something that was so hard to achieve, and it's something that nobody, not time, will ever take from them. What a moment.
The moment they've all been waiting for. Commissioner Goodell presenting the Lombardi Trophy to the Denver Broncos.
And on top of that, Dylan Stewart will win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Years after not winning basically anything his, first, 8 years of his career? But, yeah, that doesn't matter. Well, actually, it does. But anyway, Denver Broncos will go 10-7 first in the AFC West. But we're going to be playing the 5th-seeded Miami Dolphins as the 4th seed. But anyway, for Dylan Stewart here, 60 solo tackles, 17 assisted tackles on 77 tackles, 14 TFLs, 21.5 sacks. I mean, it's not better than last year, but still really good. 1 pass deflections, 1 block, no safeties or anything, but we would lose 42-21 to the Dolphins. The Eagles are back in the Super Bowl as we will win, this time against the Jets, 26-20. But Dylan Stewart, 3-peat, back-to-back Defensive Player of the Years. But anyway, the Broncos would then go 5-12 on the season, 13th in the AFC. I don't know what happened there. Our quarterback's good. Probably everybody's good still, but anyway, as for Dylan Stewart here, 48 solo tackles, 12 assisted tackles, 60 tackles, 10 TFLs, and 20 sacks. I mean, I guess he must have missed a few games here. I mean, he did early on in his career as 1 safety as well, first of all, and 13 games played. So he might have been a contributing factor to that, 5-win season, I'm pretty sure it was, but anyway, that doesn't matter. The Bears this year will end up winning the Super Bowl over the Jets 35-24 as Dylan Stewart 4 years in a row wins Defensive Player of the Year. Even if he played 13 games, he's still insane. But anyway here, Dylan Stewart at the age of 33 signs a new contract with the Denver Broncos. He's still at 99 too, which that's crazy. Usually they retire at 99, but I guess not this year. But 1 year deal this year, which I mean he's probably just going to get 1 year deals until the age of 36 and retire. That's my prediction at least. But 10-7 this season for the Broncos. They are the 7th seed. We're going to be playing the Colts in the first round as the 2nd seed. Well, they're the 2nd seed, but whatever, who cares? Anyway, as for Dylan Stewart here, he is way down here actually. 44 solo tackles, 22 assisted tackles. That makes 66 total tackles, 8 TFLs, 20 sacks, and that's about it as he played a full season this year. I thought he would play not as many, but the Colts 27-6 would kill us in the first round. Why did I say kill us? No, they would just beat us in the first round, 27-6. And the Bengals would end up winning the Super Bowl over the Bears 31-28. And Dylan Stewart, his run would not continue as a 49ers edge rusher, would actually win Defensive Player of the Year. Probably someone made up, but 34 years old now. Dylan Stewart is now a 96 overall. He did re-sign with the Broncos again this year on a 1-year deal worth $43.8 million. And anyway, on that contract here, the Broncos, 5-12. 15th seed in the AFC again, or not again, they were 13th, 2 years ago, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, Dylan Stewart, 47 solo tackles, 18 assisted tackles, 65 tackles, 12 TFLs, and 19.5 sacks on 14 games played. And in the Super Bowl this year, it's going to be the Cowboys beating the Jets 30-21, and no hardware this year for Dylan Stewart. But anyway, he is now 35 years old, at a 95 overall. Obviously, that means he re-signed again, which this year he would actually sign for a 1-year deal again with $47.2 million once again. And this season, this has been a long clip, but 7-10 this season for the Broncos, 11th seed in the AFC. That quarterback's still sticking around too. I mean, I guess he just doesn't have a good supporting cast. It doesn't matter. We're not simulating his career. We're simulating Dylan Stewart. 25 solo tackles, 20 assisted tackles, 45 total tackles, 13 TFLs, and 9 sacks this year only. 1 pass deflection as well, and he only played 13 games this year. And on the Super Bowl, it's going to be the Green Bay Packers winning another Super Bowl over the Cincinnati Bengals, 24-20. No hardware this year for Abdul Carter. Once again, Abdul Carter. Dylan Stewart. But he would retire this year. 15 years in the league. He would end up retiring at the age of 35, but here is his career stats. 690 solo tackles, 232 assisted tackles for 922 tackles on total, but 169 sacks too. 169 sacks too. 275 sacks. I mean, I guess that's like an average, or it's not average at all. That's actually really good. What am I talking about? But he only got 1 interception. Obviously, that came in, 2032, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, here, he had 12 pass deflection as well. He only had 2 forced fumbles that came all in that one season. I don't remember when it was. It was probably 2029. I don't know. But he also blocked 2 kicks. He got 3 safeties. 236 games played. I already checked the records. He did not break any NFL career records, but he did break the career sacks record, the season sacks record. This is with the Broncos, by the way, not in the NFL. He didn't break any game records. Actually, Nick Benito actually broke the in-game sack record. He didn't break any rookie season or rookie game sack records yet either, which he was a backup, not a starter. He was a backup. But here's a look at his total stats. His worst season came in 2027 for solo tackles with 17, and his best season ended up coming in with 2037 with 64 tackles. As for assisted tackles, 6 in 2031 and 2027, not 2037, and 22 in 2040, 2 years before he retired, so that's actually really good. But anyway, as for tackles, 23 in 2027, I guess he had a horrible season. Well, yeah, it was his rookie year. But 81 tackles in 2036 was the best season. But as for TFLs and only 3, it was once again in his rookie season. And 16 in 2027, his worst sack season came in 4.5 in 2027. And then his second worst would come in his last season. But 2037, 29.5 sacks. 1 interception in 2032, which I just came randomly. He got 2 forced fumbles. Let's see what year that was. That would be 2036. So I was definitely off, but yeah, he got 1 safety throughout his entire career, 1 everything. But that's going to do it for this career simulation. That's going to do it for Dylan Stewart's career simulation. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe. Do all that good stuff. Do all that. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos, by the way, I have a hockey career simulation channel, which is not a channel, it's actually this channel, but it doesn't matter. Go check that out if you're interested in that as well. But I really hope you enjoyed this. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, goodbye.